Good morning, world! I'm back for another episode of
Western Wednesdays.
your favorite shoe reviewer. Coming to ya again with a hot hit sneaker. Right here. This is the box. If you can guess it, I'll give you $1. Just kidding. The Russell Westbrook Jordan Why Not Zero. Boom, right here. This is the box right here. This is his logo. Okay, just giving you guys a real quick show of it. It's the RW. Okay, it's hard to see. It took me a while to actually figure that out. I kept looking at it upside down. But this is the box. The paper inside is exactly the same. Okay, so however you want to do that. Boom, I know people like looking at the boxes, but that's it right there. But once again, the reason people buy the shoes is what's in the box. And this week, this is what I'm reviewing. Russell Westbrook is one of my favorite players in the league. Okay, top 5 in my opinion. So do him justice, give him a nice little review on some of these kicks right here. So here we go. Starting right off on the traction. Okay, these are basketball kick, herringbone. If you look at these things close, okay, they almost look like little candy sprinkles all scattered over the bottom right here. All right, which is kind of different. Nubby, all right, and they spread out horizontal, so you're going to get some good traction laterally, which makes perfect sense. But they do move linearly too as well. So, but with how explosive Westbrook is on the court, he needs some type of good traction so he's not slipping and falling and hurting himself, because that dude is 110% full speed all the time. So explosive. So these shoes right here, and I've worn them a couple times. Okay, they would be good on the outside court as well as on the inside. Okay, I wore them on a dirty court, and they were a little bit slippery, but on a clean court, man, they're kosher. And I've read some people say that these things wear off really easy, but I've worn them, like I said, a few different times on different courts, and the traction's still solid. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Okay, so that's the traction right there. It's split white and black. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so moving on up to the actual sole. Sorry, upper part right there, midsole. These are the City of Flight edition right here, okay? So, as you can tell, the two shoes are obviously mapped out city road maps of LA, okay? They quote unquote the City of Flight, okay? They got all those hoopers that can just straight fly, which I agree, all right? But that's why one has a little bit more lines as opposed to the other one, all right? So, it gives you a cool little look. I really dig it. He actually wore one of these shoes in the actual All-Star game. One was black and one was white, okay, so it was pretty dope, but he actually did wear this style in the All-Star game. On the tongue, all right, it actually has the logo, okay, his Russell Westbrook logo, as well as LA. Like I said, once again, City of Flight edition, so that's why that's on that tongue right there, okay? But the main reason why these shoes right here draw so much attraction, in my opinion, is this massive heel counter right here on the back. Okay, so let me put one of these shoes down. But as you can tell, man, the shoe literally splits almost directly in half at an angle. Okay, so it gives you a completely different look on one shoe. All right, so you get this look right here, boom, and then this massive heel counter, which is really cool. That's, like I said, when I first saw it, it's what drew my attention to it. It's because it was different, but I really loved it, man. It's something different that made perfect sense. So the heel counter, in this edition, it's white. Okay, it's rippled, and if you can see too, you can check it out a little bit. It definitely has a Jordan Jumpman sign in there too, hidden, which is pretty cool. But it's not only for looks, man. The actual heel counter does its job to a T. It really locks your foot in there. Okay, so that's just the outside look right there. Obviously, you got the Jumpman 2 on the top right here. Okay, so let's get into the works of the shoe, all right? How it gets laced up in there and everything like that. So right off the bat, okay, once you try to get your foot in there, that's my only knock with this shoe, okay? Obviously, the overall looks right now, I touched on kosher, boom, premium. But it's very narrow to get your foot in, all right? There's not a lot of movement, all right? A lot of the shoes that I reviewed, okay, it has like that booty construction, it's very flexible. This shoe, however, is not. All right, you really have to get your foot wiggling stanky leg almost to get your foot in there, all right? And it's a struggle. So I'm hoping with time that loosens up and it makes it a little bit easier. But my foot, got skinny feet, you know what I'm saying? My, so I can't even imagine somebody with a bigger, wider foot trying to get their foot inside that. So that's my only knock with that part. However, once you get your foot inside the shoe, superior lockdown, superior. All right. So if that's the type of player you like the type of shoe you like to have on the court, this is the shoe for you. Okay. Once you get your foot in, I mean, it is locked in. You can even lock it in even tighter with what they got here going on with the lacing system. But this is a synthetic skin that covers over the lacing system, so you can't really tighten it per se like you normally would with your fingers. So they have this toggle that they provide for you right here. All right, as you get your foot in, you can pull the laces and then that thing locks it in so they don't loosen. Normally if they loosen without this synthetic skin, you can do it by hand, but this right here basically locks that in there so there isn't a lot of loosening, which is a clever idea. I think they had to make that move because of the synthetic skin that they have covering the laces. So smart on their part to do that. All right, so locked in, foot's nice and snug. Okay, on the tongue you got the wide knot trademark. Okay, by Brody, that's what he goes with. Why not, man? I love it. Okay, why not him for MVP? Dude's a stud. He should be MVP every year. He's a triple-double all day, every day. So locked in, snug, toggle tight, boom. And then they also provide you with the strap, okay, Velcro strap, even up to even lock it down even more, right? And like I said, this thing right here isn't just for looks. With how big it is and how sturdy it is, it's molded, man. That thing, once you tighten it, pull the toggle, strap that Velcro strap, your foot, man, just sits right back into that shoe and it's locked in, all right? So superior lockdown, almost constricted at times. So if you're not that type of person that likes your foot that locked down, this may not be the shoe for you as well, okay? This cushion, Nike Zoom, been around forever. Solid, man. That's why it's been around forever, because it does the job. So I can feel the response when I'm jumping or moving laterally. You can feel that response that it does a good job with. So I'm a fan of the Zoom. So good job, man, all around with that. So like I said, man, these things right here, they have multiple different colorways, and now they're coming out with even more. I mean, there's black and white, all black with red, a cell color, salmon, blue, and then they're even coming out with teams that are sponsored by Jordan, like UNC and I think, was it West Virginia? Or no, Georgetown. Okay, so they're coming out with a lot of different colorways with these. So, you know, if this isn't particularly the style that you like, man, you can find a style that you want, right? So, and one thing I do want to touch on too before we go is the synthetic skin on this City of Flight, because of the style and how much design they had to put into it, the material is a little bit different. It's almost leather-like. Whereas some of the other shoes, the white with black, it's basically, it's a plain version where there's not a lot of design. The synthetic skin on top is more of a mesh, so there's a little bit more movement, all right? And it breathes a little bit better. So some of you people that are worried about, man, your foot really getting hot, these may not be the shoe for you as well, okay? So you might want to look at a different colorway, okay? So just look into that before you actually cop them, okay? True to size, so they're on point with that. And then the price too for these shoes are $125, okay? You can get them, you know, obviously all over the place, but for the shoe and everything that it provides, $125 is fantastic. I think that's a great price, especially when you see a lot of shoes up above $160. That's why I was saying these, and you know, obviously the Dames were $115, I think, or $120. But very good price for a basketball shoe. So yeah, man, cop them. I'm telling you, these things are legit. Obviously the look, I don't have to tell you anymore. You can tell right now by just looking at the shoe that these things right here are premium shoe, man. You're gonna look very, very nice on the hardwood when you're rocking these bad boys. Just know, like I said, if you got a big foot and it's wide, try them on in the store, man, to make sure that you're okay with how narrow the foot is to get them in. Other than that, man, I'm telling you, you'll approve once you got these things on. Brody, man, you did it! You did it, man. Why not? Why not step up the shoe game? Why not, right? Telling you, Brody, Love you, man. You're the man, bro. Maybe we can hang out one time and talk about kicks. I like your style too. I don't normally do this, but when I do, a shoe review. I'm out.